Important information that I have for you today, and this information is unbelievable. Nothing like this has ever happened in Africa, but it is happening right now, and I am very happy about it. For some of you who know much about Intervlog channel, we are here promoting employment and good governance. And that good governance has started in Africa. Although it is not coming from president, neither is it coming from the governor or from any minister, but from 3 youngest lawmakers in Nigeria. This is unbelievable. These 3 lawmakers in Nigeria went into office, and we are given 3 SUV, Toyota Land Cruiser, that cost $150,000 each. And these 3 people refused the SUV, and their reason will marvel you. They are all from northern part of Nigeria, and they said they cannot collect SUV and be enjoying with a new Toyota SUV while the north is the poorest part to live in Africa. Why should they be driving such a car? And they even tell the other legislators not to collect such a car from the federal government because it is not a good idea for the people in politics to be enjoying where the people they govern are suffering. Instead, let the government give them the money of the SUV so that they can use it to build factories in their communities and employ these people that are suffering.
They're great. I'm not the youngest lawmaker. He's 27 years old. Ibrahim Bello, he's in PDP, brilliant young man. There's Honorable Mukhtar Shagaya. We should have him here. You know, and none of us took those SUVs.
Really?
But the kind of insult where we chop. Why should I take an SUV, Sean? If I say this now, what's the comment underneath?
Why wouldn't you take the SUV?
The story is unbelievable, and these people are 3 youngest lawmakers in Nigeria. Their names are Bello Rufai from Kaduna State, Honorable Ibrahim Bello from KB State, and Honorable Mokta Shagai from Kwara State. They are presently the youngest lawmakers in Nigeria, and they stood against mismanagement of public funds. Bello Rufai reveals why he rejected luxury cars offered to lawmakers. Bello Rufai, a member of the Federal House of Representatives and son of the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir Rufai, has revealed the reason he refused the SUV that was reportedly given to all lawmakers in 2023. He made this known for the first time in a no-holds-barred interview with popular journalist Seun Okinbaloye. Recall the controversy generated after lawmakers last year in November approved the government's first supplementary budget, which included a huge allocation for SUVs and houses for the president, his wife, and other public officials. The National Assembly recently confirmed that more than 460 federal lawmakers each get SUVs, reportedly worth more than $150,000 each, which they said would enable them to do their work better. In that budget that was presented to the lawmakers, the government allocated about $38 million for the presidential air fleet, vehicles, and for renovation of residential quarters for the office of the president, the vice president, and the president's wife, even though her office is not recognized by the country's constitution. Bello Rufai, a lawmaker representing Kaduna North Federal Constituency in the 10th National Assembly, has disclosed that some of his colleagues, himself included, refused to accept the SUV. And after they refused to collect the vehicle, the news was everywhere in Nigeria. Why you are buying SUV, sharing it to the legislators? Are you even not pitting the people? You are governing and you are shouting that the economy is going down. And the only way you can take to help that economy is for you to go to Japan and buy SUV every 4 years and share it among yourselves. Don't you even reason that if you save this money and use the money to build factories in the next 10 years, Nigeria will be a rich country? This thing does not need to be a professional to know that the way African politicians think is not going to lead anybody to anywhere. No country will survive by spending money unnecessarily. Countries survive by factory employment, industry, production, manufacturing. The politicians get to the office and what they think about is Toyota SUV. When they win election, they will be celebrating. Their celebration is not to give good governance, but the type of cars they are now going to drive. And these three young men have now come to challenge the government. Say, we don't need this car. Give us the money. But one funniest part of it is that the money was refused to be given to them based on what the journalist is saying. The journalist has accompanied them to get the money and the story changed. They said they are not giving them the money because they collected the vehicle, and the three legislators said they never collected this vehicle. So what everybody is suspecting is that immediately they rejected collecting the SUV. The government sold it and shared the money among themselves. You are elected to make your country better, but instead you use your power of being in office to soak their money. One funny part about all this is during the election, these masses also will be attacking each other, fighting for this type of politicians who will be going everywhere with SUV. That's why I say any African who is driving expensive cars, with a Toyota SUV, with a Ferrari, with a limousine, with a Jaguar, with any type of exotic car, that person is not thinking very well. Because how would you go and buy expensive cars when everybody is suffering? Why should you use money, big money, to buy expensive cars, when you can actually use that money and build factory, employ people in your community? Majority of rich Africans don't drive. They have their drivers. Majority of them don't cook. They have their cooks. Majority of them don't open their gates. They have gate man or get men. Majority of them can't even cut flour. They have somebody who take care of flowers. This type of mentality is what is killing Africa. Exotic car is what is killing Africa. Anybody who has mind of driving expensive car before he gets into office, when he gets into office, the first thing he will think about is the best car to buy. Because he has already been used to cars. He never thought about employment. But look at what Bello, Arofi, and Ibrahim Bello and Mukuta Shagaya did. They say they don't need expensive cars anymore. Because, by the way, they have cars. Why do they need expensive car? The little car they have is enough for them? After seeing this story, I was shaking. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'm here just to tell people that we have found people who think straight, who don't mind the type of vehicle